Hello everyone and welcome back to my Raincode Let's Play. The last time we finished up our investigation, got caught by Yomi, went into the mystery labyrinth, and Vivia was like, yeah, I could see Shinigami the entire time, not clearly, but after he astral projected himself and he could see her and was like, oh no. And I don't know why, I'm just really goldfish brain stupid today. And this goes so far because in the last episode, which I literally recorded right 1 minute ago, I made the excuse of like, oh yeah, this is an after work part and usually I don't do these, and if I do, I record on Friday. Yeah, that's bullshit. Like last week I recorded on Monday and the week before that on Tuesday, and today is Tuesday too. So yeah, so much for that. The week before that was also Monday. But I guess in the week in December I recorded a lot on Saturday and also Tuesday, but then again that doesn't count since I had the whole time off between Christmas and New Year. So yeah, anyway. I'm just talking BS today and I don't even notice it, so this is gonna be fun. But at least now we know the right answer. Never entered in the first place. Are we saying that the doctor killed himself? I don't get what we're trying to say here. Like, how would you stab yourself in the back?
Culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the culprit was in there.
Perhaps the intruder is not the culprit after all.
So you're saying that the doctor committed suicide?
But he stabbed himself in the back.
If the doctor committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
Then who do we boom kill?
Did it? There would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
Scheming.
Huh? What? This was the last route!
Oh.
This labyrinth is a tricky one. It's like one of those old detective novels. Perhaps you're the real culprit, Yuma.
No.
Really, Master?
Of course not! Focus! We need to get out of here!
Man. So I wasn't Goldfish Brain at all. Yeah, why did he not commit suicide? Because how would you stab yourself in the back 3 times?
That's right. The doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back. One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself. But he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that. There's no way it was a suicide.
So none of them were true anyway. Great.
What's going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
I wonder what it means.
We need a new perspective again. Like in the high school case. I don't remember if that was the second or third one. I think the second, right? Or am I forgetting something? I'm like, we had the train, then the theater? No, wait, the first with the nail man. That was actually the second. Oh, hi.
Hey, there's another door!
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared!
Now I feel stupid.
Interesting. The mystery labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
That's rude.
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
That made me feel like an
You
idiot.
sound disappointed.
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route!
Entered and killed via spectral
They
projection.
used spectral projection to enter and kill him?
Then, the culprit culprit is. I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. That's never happened before. How dare you trick me!
But I thought we couldn't kill anyone. As a ghost.
There is no escape! Once the mystery labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged! Master, let's finish up this mystery labyrinth and boom kill this dude!
What? Hold on!
But he can't kill anyone with astral projection, though. Look at him running. he's a running man.
Huh? Another trap?
That's why I said to wait. There's no way Vivia's the culprit.
Then prove it and beat this thing. I
Man.
won't be convinced until you do.
Making me clean up your mess. And the ghost from trades. You cannot touch anything. Like Shinigami, we were literally walking around as a ghost.
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form. He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife. So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything. Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
Now that's just rude.
Sorry. I do try to stay out of sight.
Man.
Anyway, let's go back.
So we have no right route.
If he's not the culprit, then we're back to square one.
Let's try going back to the fork in the path. Maybe something else changed.
Yeah. Maybe we actually do get a right route. Man. Now I wonder, since this was all required, that means I technically chose the right routes. So, we still don't know what happens if we chose the wrong one.
Nothing's changed.
Like an actual wrong one.
There aren't any new doors. What? There's nowhere to go? What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Don't start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
Hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain immensely. But you know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
But that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
Nothing? Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Huh?
It's easy to say you want the truth. But are you sure you can handle it?
I don't know, you tell me.
No matter how cruel the truth may be.
Can I handle it?
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can. I bet you're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant. This mystery labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
What are you talking about? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet.
Where yet?
Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice. When that happens, you'll have to prove your conviction and expose the truth, like you said.
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clues.
as an apology for the distraction, let me tell you something. This labyrinth appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation. So, instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Carve my own path? That's right, Shinigami! We can create new routes with our own deductions. Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
Yeah.
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
My bet is still on Yomi.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to... then fine. I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
Fine. I mean, I don't know if my bet is on Yomi. I kind of... I mean, why would... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense what I was thinking about. Shinigami puzzle. I like the icon. I never looked at that. That's cute.
Let's work together
Let's
as
go.
a team.
Amapo? Is Amapo a murderer? Oh.
Go, go.
Oh. Okay, that was the right.
Great.
Eh. God damn it, I had too much delay. I couldn't. I spammed Dex, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it. Amapal. I only had one Amapal, and we used that one. So I don't know where we're going with this. I'll be real. I'm gonna be real about this. I don't know. Whoa, fancy.
A new route appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
Rude.
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
He's just
I've never been
unmotivated.
happy or sad in my entire life.
I don't believe you.
I want to die someday.
This guy's hopeless.
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
I guess you you really plan going forward? Fine. Do you not enjoy the books you read though? Like, especially like emotional ones? Doesn't that make you like happy or sad? Ever? Never experienced that? Hopefully it's the correct route this time. Let's move it, Master. It goes far though. It goes far.
When you think about who could get past security, the only option we know of is Amapal.
True, and that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
But it's just a toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
I don't know yet, but since Amapal can get through security, it must be important.
I don't know if I want to suspect Makoto. I don't know, or maybe some other researcher? I don't know. He's
It's
just...
sealed off here, too.
Hey, there's an intercom. Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way.
Hi?
Huh? Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the? Wait. Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yeah, you're right.
The mystery materialized. Must be related to what the doctor just said.
Who are you? Was directed at who?
So the question is, who did the doctor say, who are you, to?
He's chillin'. But you know what? Who are you? I mean, you'd think the culprit, right? But I don't know if that's too obvious. If we're saying only Amapel could get through. So... he stepped on Amapel? Then how did the robot get back? They said they only had one.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
I don't get how you can keep reading at a time like this.
I mean, he couldn't have been no one. Who are you? I'm gonna go with Amapel, and if it's wrong, we'll see what actually happens if we're wrong.
At this point in time, you still hadn't borrowed Amapel, yes? And Amapel itself has an alibi. However weird it may be to talk about a robot having an alibi.
I mean, he has feelings
normally,
too.
I don't believe anyone would shout out, "Who are you?" to a robot.
Right.
So you can't be wrong. What if I say no one then? Oh, that's the right one. Whoops.
The trap didn't activate. Does that mean we found the right answer? Huh? So the right answer is no one? Why would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
The security was still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right?
Maybe he saw a ghost.
And that was before I borrowed Amapel. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
Why would he say that if no one was there?
I think if we go there, we'll find the answer.
Oh.
What? That route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
But it looks like this is the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind.
Come on, guys, shut up,
It could be an important
please.
factor in solving the mystery behind this case.
Still, being forced to take a side route is too much trouble. Makes me wish I was dead.
I guess Shinigami can arrange that if you wish for it. But what? I'm just thinking, what if he was just faking his death? You know? Since he did say he wanted to leave? Wait, what did the email say again? I need to read this. Or like all the way at the bottom, called quits. Have nowhere to go. Therefore have nowhere to run. I don't know, maybe he just wanted to fake his own death. And it just went horribly wrong. And he was actually killed. I mean, he wanted to leave Kaneward. You really plan on going forward? Fine. Is this really the right path? I've got a bad feeling about this. I mean, I thought we could go anywhere else, right?
So, Master, do you have an idea about what the geezer was thinking?
Not yet, but I think it has to do with why he said, "Who are you?"
Maybe he has way too
I
tall for
think
this.
the doctor was putting on an act.
An act?
The doctor put on an act for a reason, but I have no idea why. We have to figure that out by going down this doctor's motive route.
Oh, so maybe the doctor hid in the contamination lab? Whatever thingy then? Decontamination? Maybe? But then who died? I don't know, man. Hi, Yomi.
He's here too?
You rats keep scurrying around. Do you really think you'll discover Dr. Weska's motive this way? Good luck with that, morons! He had no motive at all!
Well, he said there's nothing here. Let's head back.
Bruh.
We can't do that! If he's trying to block our path, then this route must be important.
Fine.
So sad.
I'm only here because you maggots piss me off. So, I'm gonna end you here and now!
Somebody should tell Vivian that he can't leave the mystery labyrinth until it's solved. So, yeah. Doctor's notes, email record?
This was all
What was in the notes? Being splashed with sulfuric acid. Oh yeah, right, that. Okay. Wait, right after the blackout, the researcher witnessed a dark silhouette pass through the shadows. Must have been the hitman.
part of the
know.
doctor's plan. He didn't have a plan at all.
You don't. Oh god, that was
That
bad.
exchange
You
on
don't
the
have a plan at
intercom
all.
wasn't an act. There was no reason to put on a show.
What's that
The
all?
doctor misunderstood.
Misunderstood what?
You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul into his work. The research was going well.
Was it though?
The doctor was loyal to Amaterasu.
He was not.
This is the truth!
He was definitely not.
No! The doctor was planning on betraying Amaterasu Corporation. He was trying to escape Kanai Ward. He said so in the messages he wrote.
You little...
Well, bye bye. Good talk. He did not have any response to that. What a shame. I guess that's just how it is sometimes.
Yomi's rebuttal? What was that? What was he trying to deny? Why was he covering up the doctor's motives?
It seems that this case involves the inner workings of Amaterasu.
Right. The doctor was going to betray Amaterasu. Whoever he was emailing knew that. So the doctor locked himself in the lab to protect himself from that person.
Perhaps the doctor's act had something to do with that.
I'm still not sure if it's Yomi or not. Okay, that was funny. Wee.
It's the security gate. Everything's locked up.
How did the doctor plan to escape Kanai Ward?
Which means this is a complex problem. We have to choose the right door and insert the correct solution key.
This is way more hassle than before. Guess I'll leave it to you, Yuma.
As always.
Indeed. So yeah, obviously not terrorist bombing. Obviously not the blackout. Yeah, it's just okay. Maybe swapping places. Maybe not faking his death, but is this skin to matter and the victim unrecognizable? Was he gonna splash himself with acid? Why can't we say stored food? Oh man. I mean, that's just the plan of the map. The plan of the lab, not the map. I guess he wanted to splash himself with acid to make himself unrecognizable and to swap places? This is giving me some serious Ace Attorney flashbacks. I don't know if they ever... Now I'm thinking about it, I don't know if they ever talked about this in the games, but if we actually watch the live-action movie of Ace Attorney, or like of the Ace Attorney, it's the first Ace Attorney game, but it also there's only one live-action movie, so you know what I mean. Then that one, spoiler for that movie, I guess. Actually, Yanni Yogi like burns off his fingertips with acid in that one, and they actually have an entire scene. So, yeah, actually, yeah, right. They talk about that in the game, but they don't have a scene where he does that. I don't know why I'm reminded of that because of the acid. And yeah, that movie is good, by the way. You should watch it.
The door actually opened. I knew I could let Yuma handle it.
Of course you did.
Are you sure you aren't a phantom?
She just wants to punch him. But yeah, the live-action Ace Attorney movie is actually surprisingly really good. Also, you can just watch it because it's literally the first game, so you don't need any context. So do it.
So the doctor tried to swap places with someone else to escape from Amaterasu. The notes he left behind in the lab hinted at his plan.
You mean the diagram with the sulfuric acid being poured on someone?
Yeah, he was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid. He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
Okay, fake his own death.
At the very
Good.
least, did it buy him enough time to escape Kanai Ward? Or so he thought.
Wow! Melting a corpse with sulfuric acid?
Why are you getting excited about that?
Yay! So cool and grotesque! So who
Yeah.
is the substitute supposed to be?
Maybe the hitman. The doctor was under surveillance by Amaterasu, but he was still looking for a chance to escape. When he learned a hitman was after him, he figured his chance had arrived. The doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Now that I think about it, the doctor did seem to be waiting for the hitman to arrive.
The hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate hitman was captured by peacekeepers.
Wow.
But the hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
And that was the act he put on by asking you, "Who are you?"
Perhaps that was a trap to lure you in, Yuma.
Ooh.
He was trying to lure Master?
But Yuma is so short, like, seriously, nobody would think his corpse was the doctor's, no matter how disfigured it would be, right? Like, come on, man, nobody would believe that.
He considered taking advantage of the detectives, since the hitman never showed up. So if he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing anything about the security system, and thereby acquire the corpse he needed as his decoy.
That seems overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out.
I mean, I guess he could have used Fubuki's body more.
Well,
Like,
he
I don't
couldn't
know.
have used another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence. He needed visitors, people from outside to pull it off.
But like I said, I mean, okay, maybe that was his plan, but then his plan was stupid because, like, literally, he's so short. Wait, I'm gonna check this. How tall were you Oh, never mind. I thought he was taller actually. But even if he isn't tall, he's like way wider. I mean, you can even see the comparison. Like, look at how like scrawny Yuma is compared to Huesca, even though he's just like 8 centimeters taller or something like that. 8 or 9. Oh, never mind. Actually, it's 17 centimeters. Like, even then, he's still... Wait. Even then, he's still way tall. Like, not way taller, but still taller. And, like, not as scrawny. I feel like that wouldn't have worked. Just saying.
So if I didn't know about the security and had rushed into the lab...
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now.
What?
Aw, so close.
What?
You want that?
But the doctor's plan failed, and he actually got boom killed by the hitman. I get what he was trying to do, but what about the impossible murder?
Assuming the attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom, we at least know for sure the real attack hadn't happened yet.
In other words, the culprit entered the lab after that exchange. So the problem is, when did they actually enter?
I mean, we did leave the security open. Or maybe when we went to get Amapel?
Where are we?
Why do we look like this?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
Huh? Shinigami?
Yeah! Master! This looks like an important turning point! So, is that your final answer?
I haven't said anything yet!
I like these little puppeteer thingies. The culprit entered the lab before Amapel.
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside. Now then, here's a fateful fork in the road. It's life or death! We're at the crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice may be your last. Now, Master, which one will you choose?
Okay, so I've been thinking in my head, I think, when we went to get Amapel. Oh wait, no, never mind, we left Fubuki behind. That doesn't work. I thought that when we left to get Amapel, he'll hid in the decontamination chamber. And then whenever Amapel just went through the security, he just followed after it. But that doesn't work. Oh, also because of the gas chamber, right? And the door closed behind. Yeah, I thought maybe he just walked, like, literally walked after us. What? What if he just stood on Amapel? He was just right on top of it and just going through with us. But then again, he doesn't have like an astronaut suit. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and then when we pushed the button and the door needed to like close so suspiciously slowly, so I thought that maybe he just then hopped off Amapel and then entered the lab or like just walked behind us. But yeah, this doesn't work since Fubuki was left behind and she said she saw no one. I don't want to say they did enter before Amapel. I kind of want to say they entered afterwards. Also, I don't know, did I say that? But I really like the little cardboard cutouts. I think they're really cute. Especially Shinigami. But yeah, I'm gonna say no. Ouch. I was wrong. Okay. Fine.
When I directed Amapel to go into the doctor's lab, he already had a knife stuck in him.
Yeah,
Which
true.
means he was murdered before Amapal entered the doctor's lab.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Your answer?
Don't try to be suspenseful, I know.
Is correct! Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
What are you talking about? Anyway, let's keep going.
I think that sprite is really cute. Like that Shinigami sprite. Cardboard cutout, whatever. I think that's really cute. Like that.
Little by little, we're narrowing down when the culprit entered.
Yeah, but we still don't know how yet. It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapal entered his lab. During that time, the culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
So the most likely time would be when you went to borrow Amapal, Master.
Yeah.
The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
But Fubuki waited at the front chamber while Desuhiko and I went to borrow Amapal.
Yeah.
She said no one entered or left the lab.
I don't know, man. Ooh, black chains.
Huh? We're back on the original path.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in. Yuma, there's no need to push yourself if things get too hard.
No, I can do it. I'm going to solve it.
Ouch. Where was the culprit before the crime?
This is a map of the critical lab.
So we have to determine where the culprit was before the murder.
We'll have to solve them one at a time. Let's start with this mystery.
If we know where the culprit was before they got in, this route will be clear too. Do you know where, Yuma?
What if he was already in the secret lab? Like, what if he was already over here? I mean, wait. No, wait, that's the doctor's lab, right? What if he was already in there? Which does not solve our question of how he got in there. What if he was, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just gonna guess it's wrong. I mean, I have an
As
upheld.
long as the security was still live, no one could enter the doctor's room, don't you think?
Yes.
So he was in here in the decontamination chamber? No. Oh. I thought that was the okay. I thought this was the room like where we were in. But I guess not. I guess he wasn't in here anyway.
At least one detective was always in the front chamber, yes? So the culprit couldn't have been there.
Oh,
Right.
Wait. Is this the decontamination chamber? What?
Here.
Oh. Okay, so this was
Culprit must have been here.
half my stupidity and half me not being able to read the map. Which I guess could also count as stupidity. Maybe it was 100% my stupidity, but half was me not being sure, and the other half was me not finding the decontamination chamber.
Yay! It opened!
Yay!
After the exchange on the intercom, given there was always a detective at the front chamber. When we went to borrow Amapal, the culprit had to have already made their way inside. But the airlock is the only location that isn't affected by the security system. There. The culprit had to be inside that decontamination device before committing the crime.
What do you say to that?
Yeah.
Another mystery solved. Just how far are you planning to go, Yuma? As far as I need to go.
By the way,
Right, you went inside the decontamination device to check it out. Nice. Nice what?
by
Memory?
the way,
Nice memory. Yeah. Very nice memory indeed. So nice memory.
but I thought he was just hiding in there to avoid being spotted after the crime. So you think the culprit was in there before the crime too?
Yeah, the culprit was waiting for their chance. But we had no idea when we sent Amapal into the airlock.
And from there, Yuma, you guided Amapal to the doctor's lab. So the culprit entered the doctor's lab before then? How would that be possible? Only Amapal could get past security, right?
Yeah, that's the next big question.
Maybe the culprit used another Amapal unit.
No, the researcher mentioned there was only one functioning Amapal.
Which means the Amapal Yuma controlled was the only one that could get past security.
So the culprit must have taken advantage of Master's Amapal to get into the doctor's lab.
Yeah, that's the only way. But how did they use it? There's no solving the doctor's murder until we figure that out.
Well,
Like-
I have an idea. Will you hear me out?
He stepped on it
What
and
is it?
rode on it.
How about giving up? I'm getting tired.
Denied.
Nope, motion denied.
Indeed.
Another fork in the road? Such a complicated mystery labyrinth.
Indeed. Ugh. How did the culprit use Amapal? He was standing on it.
Beyond each problem lies the truth. We're definitely getting closer to the heart of this mystery.
That's why it had the footprint on top of it. Like I said, it doesn't look like it got kicked. It looked more like someone stepped on it. So my crackpot theory actually correct? Question mark?
Do you think neither is really the right answer?
Given the process of elimination, that must be it. Amapal's hands aren't designed to hold anything, so it couldn't use the knife to murder the doctor. Which means Amapal wasn't the murder weapon. And the culprit couldn't have used it as a shield. It can't neutralize the toxic gas, and the high voltage shock would destroy it.
So then, how did the culprit use Amapal?
I think we'll find out if we continue down this path.
He was standing on it. We were literally guiding him to his victim.
That was the wrong answer! Come on, Master!
Nah, we dead. Ouch.
Huh? We're...
We've been here before. It looks like we've been brought back.
But the door we opened earlier is closed again. Why's that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Where was the culprit before the crime?
Huh? Even the question is the same. Does that mean we gotta do it all over again?
Well, the logic is still sound. There's no other hiding spot for the culprit besides the airlock.
So you want to choose the same answer and keep going?
If you do, you'll just repeat the whole process again. We'll just be brought back here if we can't figure out how did the culprit use Amapao. And I refuse to walk any more than I have to.
Hey, don't sit down!
What should I do?
Stand up! Stand up right now!
Stop it. Leave me alone.
If you want me to leave you alone, then help my useless master out!
Just let him sulk.
Fine. Just one thing then. We're back at where was the culprit before the crime? Because you're stuck at how did the culprit use Amapao? With that in mind, these two questions are connected.
Connected? Both the culprit's location and how Amapao was used?
Help him out more! More!
The culprit was hiding in the airlock, where you also left the robot, right? At that moment, only the culprit and Amapao were there. So maybe the culprit did something.
He does not care about Shinigami messing with
The
him.
culprit did something to Amapao?
He jumped on it.
Clues are always there, right under your nose. It's a detective's job to notice them. Did you notice anything strange back then? Any tiny detail? Try to remember.
Something strange.
You're strange.
Hey! Now that you mention it, back then...
Oh hey, the screen lit up. So this is what Amapao sees. It's like the cockpit of a mecha.
Whoa, what was that?
Did it break already? I thought it was state of the art.
No, it's alright. It's stabilized.
He did jump
There
on it.
was a moment when the camera stopped functioning while I was controlling Amapao. It returned to normal pretty quick, but maybe...
See? I told you it was right under your nose. You don't need any additional help from me, right?
That was a clue to help solve this mystery?
Yeah.
Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. You just haven't noticed them. Perhaps there is more you're overlooking. Was there anything else unusual?
Something unusual. Something I missed.
Anything else? It's not like Amapao's camera showed the culprit.
Wait, that's it!
Huh?
Now that I think about it, wasn't that strange? The culprit must have gotten ahead of Amapao, but why didn't they ever show up on the camera? If the culprit went past Amapao to enter the doctor's lab, they would have been spotted for sure.
Now that you mention it,
But nobody showed up on camera. How did the culprit manage to pull that off? How can you move from the airlock to the doctor's lab without appearing even once on Amapao's camera?
hey, aren't you just adding another mystery?
No. All the pieces are here.
Huh?
Yuma, the mysteries you face now can be solved with a single answer.
He stepped on it.
A single answer?
That's the answer.
Sheesh. I talk too much.
Whoa. How did the culprit use Amapao? Why did the culprit appear on camera? What was
Mystery
cause
after another!
Amapao's
What do we do
malfunction in the
now?
airlock?
It's a Pandora's box of mysteries!
Let's stay calm and think about it. There's plenty of time.
I was about to say it's gonna collapse, isn't it?
Or not. I'll keep reading while you wrap things up.
Have fun.
Remember what he said, Master. All it takes is one answer to solve these mysteries. Use those weak brain cells of yours and think!
Now that's just rude.
Culprit's location. Amapel's usage. Its malfunction. Why didn't the culprit appear on camera? All this can be solved with just one answer?
Yeah. Inside of, behind, on top, on top. So transportation. The culprit jumped on it. Why did the culprit appear in the camera? They were on top of the head.
I got it!
I feel so smart right now.
The culprit rode on Amapel's head, using it as a method of transportation.
Whoa. Look at him doing that flip though. That was impressive.
The door opened!
With every open door, it will be harder for you to turn back. Are you sure you want to keep going?
Absolutely! I will find the truth no matter what. This is for the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Hey, you said the culprit rode on top of Amapel. What did you mean by that?
What he said.
Literally what I said. The culprit rode Amapel and used it to get through. After we left Amapel in the airlock, the culprit came out of the decontamination device. Then they jumped on Amapel's head. The disruption in the footage was from the impact.
That's insane.
Is it? I think it's fairly reasonable.
Gotta keep your balance on
Amapel
top.
can withstand up to 100 kilograms of weight. So, someone riding on it shouldn't affect its functionality.
I forgot I had to run.
The shoe print on Amapel's head wasn't caused by someone kicking it. It was left there from the culprit hopping on and off.
After that, the culprit simply rode on it as it moved toward the doctor's lab.
Now the question is about the gas
By
chamber.
doing so, the culprit was able to evade the camera and remain hidden as they made their way through the lab.
How did they survive the
You're
toxic
right.
gas?
If it's true, then it does solve all of the previous mysteries. Imagining the culprit riding on a robot makes me laugh.
But
Yomi on a
Yuma,
robot.
Have you not realized it?
I have.
You're still missing something. One major mystery.
Don't worry, bro. I got you.
What's with that huge sigh?
More like I don't got you
The
because I don't
greatest
know.
mystery of this case should appear soon. Just the thought of it gets me feeling down.
This case's greatest mystery?
We're falling again. No.
This is the panel chamber.
That means the doctor's lab is just beyond it. If we can get through here, we'll reach the goal, yeah?
When did the culprit get off Amapel?
Is this the greatest mystery you mentioned?
Not exactly what I was envisioning.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, this is the mystery to be solved, so let's clear it out.
Why did we just skip the toxic gas chamber?
Beats me.
When would it have been possible for them to get into the robot in the room ahead of us? I mean, while opening the door. That's what I was thinking.
The culprit murdered the doctor before Amapel entered the room. Which means the culprit had to have gotten ahead of Amapel at some point. It was when the door first opened. At that moment, the culprit snuck into the doctor's room.
Yeah, when the doors were slowly opening, just like this. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Whoa.
Right. The moment there was enough space for a person to slip through, the culprit hopped off and went inside.
Like this?
Being dragged along. Don't drag me like this. That's so rude. Don't just do this. Oh man. What do you want?
We still haven't reached the goal! I thought we could get into the doc's lab now!
I thought I could save.
Is this a joke to you? Your deduction is full of holes. If this is a joke, it's not very funny.
Master, you know what to do.
Of course.
I'll take your garbage deduction and toss it in the trash. I am the Saint of Kanai Ward, protecting it from filth like you!
Really deathmatch. Fine. But afterwards I want to save,
The
please.
culprit hopped off Alapal as the door opened.
Oh, that was...
And slipped through the gap in the door.
Oh!
That's impossible even for Think the Slaughter Artist! Think about it.
No.
If Alapal's line of sight changed just a bit,
It can't.
the camera would have caught it.
So...
No one would do something so risky.
I mean, then again, the question is how
The
did he know
crime would
that?
have been exposed.
But I guess he's
The
just
culprit must be
awesome.
really lucky.
No.
What? Did they use some sort of special power?
No. Or do they want me...
Right.
If Amapal's camera had been running, we would have seen the culprit. Obviously that didn't happen. But would we really have used such a risky method to break in?
No.
Was Amapal's camera even working? That might be the first thing we need to
For
confirm.
now.
There's something that seems after you, Master. Let's check the solution keys that way.
The culprit.
Amapal's by extending and rotating arm, the controls for the camera and body do not function. Oh, yeah, right. So it is this.
Red hopped off Alapal as the door
Okay.
opened. Then slipped
made
through
me
the gap
question
in the
myself.
door.
Whoa, can
That's
slash in the air.
impossible
That's
even
actually
for
pretty
Think the
cool.
Slaughter Artist.
Look at him. Whoa.
Think about it.
I won't. What?
If
I won't think
Alapal's
about
line
it.
of sight changed just a bit,
No,
Slash through this mystery.
it won't. Why does nobody bring up the toxic gas? How did he get through
Alapal is
that?
designed so that when its hand is stretched out, it won't execute any other inputs. That's why when it was pressing the button for the door, the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
you little maggots, don't get so full of yourselves. You're not getting out of here alive.
Wee. I'm sorry to tell you that I have to split the part right here. I missed my last chance to end the part, so the recording ended up being 2 hours long. That is too much even for me, so I decided to make the cut right here. Sorry, I am a clown.